Hey, this means that you. What's up? Common sense, not commonly practiced. Let's say you met someone who has a wealth of wisdom, a wealth of knowledge. They've been through the ups, they've been through the downs. They've been broke, they've been successful, they've been broke, they've been successful. They lived in fear, and they came out with faith. They're victorious right now after going through these trials and tribulations of life. They failed forward numerous amount of times. Hint, failing forward means that you fail, but you don't give up. You fail, but you don't join the Q club, the quitting club. You failed and you learn from it, and you get up and you keep going. That's failing forward. You got to fail forward to success. So anyway, you met someone just like that, and they're willing to coach you. They're willing to mentor you in that area of having a successful life, a successful living. Wouldn't it make common sense to just be coachable, teachable, and learnable? To just take in everything that they share with you and then to apply what they train you. Of course, you're not going to get it the first time, but the fact is that we're going to shorten our learning curve. The time that it took them, it should take us 25% of that time now, providing there is an effort. Providing there's a why, providing there's a purpose. Well, that's how I became successful. When I met my mentor in 1995, a gentleman by the name of Delzino Wilson Debriano. He was an aspiring, successful entrepreneur, very positive. He was always happy. And you know what I knew why he was happy? Not because he was making a lot of money, not because he was a millionaire at the age of 25. He was happy because he was copying someone else that was teaching him the success of life. So he had a bright future ahead of him because he knew, he didn't believe, he didn't think. He was willing to do everything that his mentor taught him to do. And on the result of that, he had tremendous success. So when I met him, I wanted exactly that. And he shared with me, he said, if you run with me for 90 days and do exactly what I show you to do and do exactly what I tell you to do, right? And he said, not to criticize what I'm doing, not to doubt what I'm sharing with you to do, but to just do it and then come to me with questions. You'll be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not. Common sense is not commonly practiced. I did exactly what that gentleman told me to do. Everything. Now, did I like doing everything he told me to do? Absolutely not. Why, C. Anthony? Because it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable to not take things personal. Think about that. It was uncomfortable that when he told me certain things or corrected me, give me constructive criticism, not to take it personal. That was one of the agreements. It's called the 4 agreements. Don't take things personal. He didn't tell me exactly the way I wanted to say it, hear it. Not to mention he was far younger than I was. So when he spoke to me and told me, yo, C. Anthony, you're doing this wrong. You should be doing it this way. I told you this about 4 times, C. Anthony. You got to do it this way. I got offended. Well, let me ask you a question. The last time your boss at your job told you something and they threatened to write you up or to fire you, did you take it personal, or you just put your tail between your legs and wag and say, okay? He probably did take it personal. One of the 4 agreements says, by Don Miguel Ruiz, he said, never take anything personal. Don't take anything personal, whether it's a constructive criticism or if it's something that somebody's just being an idiot about. And why we shouldn't take it personal? Because we can't control people's attitudes. We can't control people's thoughts. Now, and I started using that philosophy, if you will. I started using that agreement within my family circle, because our family takes a lot of stuff personal. They take it personal. And why? Because they break the 2nd agreement, which is they make assumptions. Never make assumptions. I was making assumptions when he told me certain things after 50 days. He said, hey man, or how are we making? We're not making the progress I expected you to make. And I was like, whoa. And I assumed that he told me that I'm not doing great. No, he didn't say that. I wasn't listening well. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen twice as much as we talk, right? So he was giving me. I learned how to not make assumptions. And the way to avoid making an assumption, ladies and gentlemen, is to ask questions. Keep asking questions until it's crystal clear in your mind, so you don't make any assumptions and you won't take anything personal. Hey, today I want to challenge you to go forward on your goals and to embrace change. Change is uncomfortable. After 100 days, I was able to walk away from my job of 15 years with the federal government as a systems analyst. After 100 days. Now, I wasn't rich in 100 days. I was rich in wisdom and knowledge. I just now had to apply more and more and more and take on his mentorship. And a result of that, over 10, 15 years, I created 16 millionaires. 16 people that wanted what I was sharing with them based on what my mentor taught me. What do you want today? Do you have a 10-year game plan? Do you have a 5-year game plan? Do you have a 20-year game plan? If you intend to live the next 10, 20, 30 years, I advise you to design a plan of the things, all the things you want within that time. Some you're gonna get in a year, some you're gonna get in 2 years, some you're getting in 5 years. I have a 20-year game plan. Some things are happening sooner. Why? Because my optimism. Common sense is not commonly practiced. I hope this helps you. Share with other people, like, comment, and I see greatness in you. You're the best of the best. You're a champion, you're a winner, and you're blessed with the Holy Spirit. Continue being a leader, and I'll see you at the bank. Yes.